so you should have chatted with your tables. First thing, what about this guy? Is this polygon?
Yes.
Yeah. It's got all straight sides. It's closed. Let's put it inside. What about this one?
No.
No, what's the thing about it that makes it a no? No, it's got curves. So you can explain that for yourself. Okay, this is a little bit trickier. What about this guy? What is that? Like an hourglass? No. Why not? It crosses, okay? So it has to be a closed, like open on the inside. I don't know how you say this. No, it crisscrosses, okay? What about the last one? Yeah. It's not a regular polygon. Like, obviously this guy is a trapezoid. Like, we love our friend the trapezoid, and we have a name for that. That's just a, I don't even, how many sides does it have? 12? Yeah, it's still a polygon, even though we don't have a specific name for it other than like a I think it's a dodecagon. It has 12 sides. Okay, so just a quick definition of a polygon. Lots of definitions today. A polygon, come on. Whoa, polygon is a closed figure formed by 3 or more straight sides, or maybe I should say straight segments called sides. So big thing here, it has to be closed, has to have straight sides. That's pretty much it. Okay, the vertex is the point where the sides of a figure meets another side. We're going to label some stuff. So remember, so this would be this point here. This is the vertex. Okay. Obviously, there's 5 of them. Let's see. An interior angle is the angle formed at each vertex. Interior, where is that? Inside. We've talked about interior and exterior before in the context of triangles. And so I'm going to extend out one of these sides here. Which one do I want to use? So if I were to extend the side, the interior angle is obviously the one that's inside. And then what we'll talk about next is obviously the exterior angle. The exterior angle is the one that's outside. So if you extend the side, you've got both an interior and an exterior, which add up to how much? 180, yeah. It's just like with a triangle. So let's see, exterior angle formed outside the polygon by extending the sides. I don't think we have anything else to say about that necessarily. I might, maybe we'll label this guy and so we have a name for it. So I'll use a different color here. So if I have A, B, C, D, E, then you would say that this is polygon, and we usually pick a point to start with, it doesn't matter, and then you go clockwise. So I would say polygon A, B, C, D, E. Wow. You do have to list all the letters, okay? So you can't just pick like 3 or anything. Listing them all. So list all the vertices in order clockwise. Okay, let's talk about some other definitions. Convex, concave. Can you look at the pictures? And actually there's 5 here. So convex, concave, equilateral, equiangular, regular. Can you discuss at your table? What do you think these mean? Okay, convex. Okay, what do you notice about the vertices on a convex? Hopefully you can kind of tell on a convex polygon, all the vertices point which way? Like out. I don't know how to say that. On a concave, you have at least one vertex that's caved in, or I'll say pointed in. At least one vertex points in. These are my definitions. Are these technical definitions? No. Okay. Let's see, equilateral. Okay, we've discussed these before though. Equilateral, what is equal? Yeah, equilateral, the sides are equal. That is not how you spell equal. Okay. Equiangular, what's equal? Angles. We discussed this with triangles, do you remember that? So we're just extending that knowledge to polygons. Okay, and then regular, you can see it on the picture. What is equal in a regular polygon? Everything, yeah. Both. I'm going to say both the sides and the angles are congruent or equal, right? Equal in measure or congruent is how you'd say that. All right, it says sum of the interior angle measures. It does give you the names of these on the left side. So notice 3 sides is a triangle, quadrilateral. Stuff that you may be less familiar with would be 5 sides is a pentagon, 6 sides is a hexagon. An octagon is 8 sides. I don't know what I'm saying. Also, if you want to add a couple out to the side, let's see. We would call it, if it's 9 sides, it's not an n-gon. 9 sides is called a nonagon. Do you guys know what 10 sides is? Decagon. I'm blanking on what 11 is right now. Yeah, I don't know. I do know that one of them is, I think a 12 might be a dodecagon. Clearly we don't go past 10 very much, okay? So these ones, though, you will see today. 9 sides, it's a nonagon. 10 sides is a decagon. It says n-gon after that because like 11-gon, 12-gon, 13-gon. We stop trying after a certain amount of time. We don't have special names for all of those. This is over there. Okay, let's see what we know. So here's how you find the interior angle measures of any polygon. It all depends on how many triangles the shape has inside of it. So here we have our friend the triangle. How many sides does a triangle have? 3. How many triangles are inside of that triangle? No, 1. Okay. Did you find the name of it? Okay, you know the next one is a quadrilateral. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one with you, and then you're gonna do the rest on your own. You're gonna go from a vertex and then across. So if you have a different color or something, you could, your pencil's fine. You can see, you're gonna choose one vertex to start at. So I'm starting at this one down here, I'll label it in blue. How many sides does this original figure have? It's a quadrilateral. 4. How many triangles is I able to split it up in? 2. What is 2 times 180? 360 degrees. Because there's 2 triangles inside, and each triangle is worth how much? 180, you know this. Then I multiply. So I might have you start the next one. Just to make sure we're clear, pick one vertex to start out of, and then you fan out from there. So a pentagon, you fan out like this, and then you can see it's got 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Okay, so it had 5 sides, but how many triangles? 3, and because it has 3 triangles and each triangle is worth 180, you would multiply that and get your sum. Do you understand what you're doing? Okay, carry on, my friends. For sure by now, hopefully you filled up everything until here, right? So if it's got 8 sides, you know that it's going to break up into 6 triangles because of this situation. You can count them. And you multiply 6 times 180, you get 1,080, okay? That's the same process for all of these. So if I have any number of sides, n, how many triangles will I have? Look at the pattern. Describe it in words. A what? 2 less. Okay. Do you know how to describe that as an expression or how to write that? N. How do I write 2 less? -2. Okay, you're so smart. And then to find my sum of my interior angles, what do I do with this number? N minus 2. How'd you go from 4, for example, to 720? What'd you do? You multiply by 180, right? So, for example, you multiply by 180 because there's 4 triangles inside. So if I'm going to go here, I need to do what? Multiply by 180. So I'm going to do n minus 2. That would be my number of triangles, not my number of sides, right? Because the triangles will be 2 less. Times what? 180. There's your formula, folks. Okay? You should know this. And we'll also talk about, like, okay, why does this make sense? Why does it make sense that you are going to have 2 less? Like, look at maybe any one of these, the heptagon, the octagon. Why can't I have 8 triangles on the octagon? What happens when you try and, I'm going to zoom in. If I try and draw 2 more triangles, like here and here, what do I get instead? A line. Okay, so, or a segment. Doesn't actually give you 2 more, right? And so, because you're extending out from there, that's why we always get 2 less. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. So, again, we're going to write in here. It says n is the number of sides, s is the sum of an interior angle. Sum of the interior angles, that's supposed to be plural, not singular. Okay, so add an s. Angles. Okay, so the sum is equal to, we just talked about it, n minus 2 times what? 180, because each triangle is 180 degrees. And you should have 2 less triangles than how many sides you have. So if I give you a 100-sided shape, you know it's going to have how many triangles? 98. 98 times 180, okay? So we're going to do some ones that are a little crazy. It says using the formula or just your brain. If you have a 15gon, that means you have 15 sides. So I would do 15 minus what? 2 and multiply by 180. Can you find the, obviously, like you can do 15 minus 2 in your head. Just type in your calculator 13 times 180. Don't make this too complicated. What is the sum? 2,340 degrees. Okay. Can you please try 2 and 3? Ready, go. All right. Okay, check number 2. And number 3. (6,120 degrees). We have one last thing to fill in on this page before you flip, so don't flip just yet. Okay, let's talk about what a regular polygon is. It is a polygon in which, and then we already talked about this, all the side measures are equal, or I could say congruent, also equal. Therefore, all the angle measures are equal. If all the sides are equal, the angles should be equal as well. Okay, so if I know, if I have the sum of all the interior angles, how could I figure out if I have a regular polygon, meaning like the ones in the picture above, how could I figure out what one of the angles is? Divide by, what should I divide by? Not by 180, by n. Or I'll say this, I'll actually describe it. Divide by the number of sides. Okay, so if you know the sum of a regular polygon, like you know how much they add up to, and this is probably like, this is not necessarily a formula kind of thing, you can probably intuitively figure this out. If I know that, okay, it's a pentagon, so it adds up to 540. If I divide that by 5, then I know each angle is 108, for example, okay? So just to write this out again, so you would do the formula, right? N minus 2 times 180, that gets me my total. And then I divide that by n, which is the number of sides. So not n minus 2, but by how many angles you have in total, because they should all be the same. If it is, this is specifically talking about regular, okay? Meaning everything is the same. How many sides does the pentagon have? 5. Okay, so to figure out my sum, I know that there'd be 2 less triangles. So 5 minus 2 times 180. Well, 5 minus 2 is 3. So you're just doing 3 times 180, 540, okay? That's the sum, okay? This is the sum of the interior angles. If it's a regular pentagon, it has 5 sides and it has how many angles? 5. Okay, so I take my sum and I divide it by number of sides, which is 5. So if you're like, I don't know, pentagon, these are notes, so make sure they're actually helpful. Pentagon is 5 sides. If all of the sides are equal, then all the angles are equal. That's what regular means, is angles and sides. So you just do literally 540 divided by 5, and you get 108 degrees for each angle. Because they should all be the same. And we're talking specifically about the interior angles today. We'll talk about exterior tomorrow. Can you please try the next one? It is an 18 gone. Fun. You don't have to memorize these. You just have to know, like, okay, if I have 18 sides, then it would split up into 2 less triangles. You can find the sum and divide. Okay, so the sum is going to be 16 times 180. Yep. Fill it past here. So 16 times 180. You should have this big one here. I feel like you fill it past. 2880. What do I do then to get one angle? What do I divide by? How many sides do I have? Well, I also have 18 angles, right? Because it's the same. So divide that by 18, and each one is, what do you got? 160 degrees. Oh, perfect. Can you put it on my desk? Back, how do we get the sum? We have the number of triangles, and we did what? Multiply by 180, because each triangle is worth 180 degrees. So how could you go backwards? Divide by, what do I divide by? 180. If I do 900 divided by 180, 5 sides? No. What is the 5? 5 what? 5 triangles. How many sides does it have? Add 2. It has 7 sides. Does that make sense? Okay, because that's your number of degrees. I divide by how much each triangle is. That tells me how many triangles I have. Add 2. Try B. 7 sides is a heptagon. He has a name. Okay, 1,440 degrees. I divide by 180 because each triangle is worth 180. What did you get? 8 triangles. That is not an octagon. It has 8 triangles. How many sides it's got? 10. Do you know what the name is? Decagon. Decagon. That's the answer to the problem.